Welcome back. My name's Dave. This is Mitre Siding, my N-scale layout, and this is a continuation of the building of the St. George's Church. This is the model that I'm giving to the church. The model that will go on the layout is considerably smaller. The model I'm building right now is an HO, and obviously, since I have an N-scale layout, the church will be an N-scale church, which makes it extremely tiny, and I'm still trying to determine whether I'm going to try and 3D print parts of it, or if I'm going to build it like I built the DHO version, which is a complete scratch build. So we'll see where we go. So what are we doing today? Today we are putting on the foundation all the way around the bottom of the church. The church has a brick block foundation that goes around the perimeter of the building, and it has windows in it. So we're going to be installing the windows, and then we're going to be installing the whole section of foundation all the way around the building. That will leave only 2 or 3 different things to be done. We'll have to do the windows in the church, and then once the windows in the church are on, then I will be working on the roof. And the roof will probably be the last thing, but I'm not sure. I know there's a chimney to go on and a couple other details, and I'm going to mount it on a board for display and do sidewalk and static grass just to finish it off and make it look pretty. So let's move over to the table where I do most of my work these days, and we'll get started. So I'm just going to check my monitor here to make sure that everything is in camera so we can see it. And so looking at this, on the lower right is my chopper, which is because the foundation has a cap on it all the way around. And on the upper left, you can see the wood that's been laser cut to do the capper. In the center is all of the parts of the foundation, and they've had the texture applied to them. It's a self-adhesive texture. And then I've done the glazing, and now we're going to put the windows in, and then we're going to put the whole thing together on the church itself. So let's get going. So to put the glass in, I used canopy glue. To put the windows in, I'm also going to use canopy glue, because it dries perfectly clear and won't discolor the mylar that I'm using for the windows. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, start at the bottom here, we'll work our way to the top. So this is the long side, obviously, of the church, and I'm just going to take a little dab of canopy glue and put it in there and here, and then I'm going to take the window and put it in place. Now this is going to be rinse and repeat, but now these windows may look like they're square, but they're not. They are taller in one direction than they are in the other, by something like 1/100th or 1/10 of a millimeter. I think it's 1/10 of a millimeter. Now these windows are actually pretty tight fitting, so they probably wouldn't come out. What if this model is around for lots of years? I don't want someone coming back to me and saying, well, do you have extra windows? And I probably would still have the files to reprint them, but this saves us losing. So there's the first wall done. And The next one we're going to do is this one, because we're going to do them in sequence as we go around the building, and that's because they overlap in places. So the one that we're doing now is this one. So again, can you see? I guess you can. I'm just going to touch the focus for a second. Okay. Most of the frames have white on them, but there are some of these square windows. I think they might be older windows to the building. That are the brown that surrounds the windows in the upper section. Trying not to get any glue on the okay, let's start working around the building. Yeah. And for that we're going to use super glue. So I'm going to put some super glue over here on this piece of MDF. I cut out a bunch of these circles. I had some scrap MDF left over, and I just decided that. So, first building, part of the building. Oh, hoping that's still in focus. So, this sits right here, like this. Okay, now we turn it, and we'll pick up some more super glue. I'm very pleased with the way this is turning out. Had I known it was that much easier to model in HO, I might not have built an N scale of it. Okay, so now this one, and I'm going to make sure I'm using the, there we go. Had to cut this one twice. The first time I cut it, the windows did not line up, and they do on the real one, so we're going to, so now we'll turn it this way. And this is this one here. So, again, some canopy glue. Put the window in. And put it back over where I should put it, that's right. Oh, I think I just mixed them up. I'm gonna switch, get new ones. So I'm gonna need some more. place. Now this piece is already in place here because we're going to do this one now. And for some reason, it might have been a design reason or a structural reason, the foundation is much taller on the back of the sanctuary than it is on the rest of the building. And this is the second of the small square ones that's brown. So and we'll just move the church back into the center here. Like that. That's perfect. It's going to need to be sanded a bit, but that's okay. And we're coming up on the last one. And again, some super glue. And this one also had to be done twice. Again, because the building is kind of symmetrical in most ways. And again there, there, and I believe I have to check every time. Like I said, there, windows are not square; they're just off of square. Super glue. Yep, that's super glue. And we're finished with the okay. And let's bring the church to the center again. Now, is this right? Yes. I'm a little concerned about this stick-on texture, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the whole thing with ultra matte varnish, and that should seal everything together. All right. So now we have the foundation all the way around the building. This one is going to need to be trimmed or sanded. I think I'm going to try and trim it. At the ends where they overlap a bit, I'm going to paint them the same the same color as the capping. So let's get started on the capping now. Let's see, this is going to be interesting. The capping is very dark, and I'm just wondering. I wonder if I should use. I had one here. Oh, wonder where it went. I had a safety razor here, but I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to use my scalpel to make my marks. So what's important here is, first off, I'm going to chop off the bit that's not painted. Now I have to look at this and remember that I printed the top and one front side of it, so that it would oh, okay, I can see it, so this chopper is from RP Toolz. It's not cheap. But it is perfect for this kind of repetitious cutting. So yeah, some super glue, and I haven't been doing this, but I'm going to start. I buy my super glue at the hardware store, and it's intended for miter cuts on trim around kitchen cabinets and trim around the baseboards on the in your rooms, like. And it comes with a large bottle, 50 grams, and a bottle of activator. And this little unit together is $19. A small LePage's gel super glue is $13, and it doesn't last as long. So that's why I use this and not. So now, little dabs of super glue. There we go. Now, remember which is which. There we go. That's where it goes. Now what happened there? That's not even the right size. I swear to God I measured that properly. That super glue will be dry before I get this piece in place. Let's see if that's the right length. Yes. Okay. So this piece isn't going to go to waste. It's just not going to go where I... Okay, so this is going to go here. You know what? Hang on, people. I can solve this problem really quickly. Using a black dark pencil on a dark piece of wood. I'm just going to test this. It does. Good stuff. I have these fine white markers. That makes more sense. I can always give these a touch up. All right. Yep, we're still in the picture. Turn it up this way. And that one that was the wrong length. I bet you this is the right length. It's just, you wouldn't know it's the right length, but I picked up the wrong one. So here I'm going to do the same again. Once I've got all of this on, this video is going to be over, but I'm going to leave these for a day and come back and check and see whether they're all stuck properly. All right. Now, what am I going to do first? I'll do this one first. I originally bought these gel ink pens to do road markings. And they do a pretty good job in N-Scale. I think I'm pretty sure I got a set of 6 when I bought those. again, take a good look. Oh, for Pete's sake. I picked the wrong end up there. And I got the end where I put the alligator clip to paint it. So I gotta wait. Fortunately, there we go. All right. One more here. Okay. I got some short pieces left over that I can use. Okay, so line it up with the line and cut. Okay. Again, make sure I put it the right way around. Now, I've got some short pieces to do here. Where's that towel? There. And now here. Test it to make sure. A little. Yep. Just take the super glue, sort of roll it into place. Again, make sure we put the right side out because there's no going back once the glue's stuck. Now, Come on. Put you in there. Hold you with my finger. Mark. A little too long. That's okay. We'll just keep trying that bit like that here. Oh, still a little too long. Again. I think I got it now. Can you believe it? Still too long. All right. I'm really chopping off the tiniest, oh yeah, like the tiniest amounts. Yeah, okay, that's just the right length now. Yeah, bingo, got it. Nice and tight. What went to the floor? I think it was the cap for the glue. Yeah, it was. Okay, so now we have over here. There we go. Okay. Now there are just 2 more places. I've got here. Right, I just want to pick up the cap for the super glue here. I'm just going to clean off the excess super glue here. And now there are two tiny little sections, which should be identical. Oh, I didn't. Okay. I'm going to do some surgery here. All right. Now, I'm sure I got this long. Yeah, I did. But I want to. I know this isn't the most riveting, but I just want to give you the progress. So, some super glue here. Slide that into place. Bingo. And now I got to do exactly the same on the other side. And again, flip it up. Put this in place. Get the pin, mark it, and that'll be it for this video. Before I put any super glue there, I'm going to test this. Yep. Now there are a couple of other exterior things that I could be gluing on. I'll just show you or what they are. Come on, get in there and stay there. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to have to go around with a fine brush. Ooh, not so good. That's why it's not doing what it's supposed to do. I'm going to need more glue. And that's better. Alrighty. So, we have the trim all the way around now. There's some touch-up painting to do at the ends. Maybe a little bit of filler, and I don't think so. I think I can get away with just paint. And I'm going to paint them the same color as I painted the top cap to finish it off. So, here we are. Now, there's a couple of things I wanted to show you. I've got the doors ready to go. I'm not putting them on right away. I'm going to wait until the windows are in place. Right. And I've got a chimney, and I've got again some textured paper that looks like brick, and I'm going to be gluing. It's not self-adhesive. It needs to be stuck down with glue. So I'm probably going to use Eileen's tacky glue, and I'm going to do one side at a time and let it dry with another side, dry and dry and dry. I want the edges to overlap a little bit, so I don't have to do much in the way of touch-up along the edges. And that's it for today. So, what the heck happened here? Hold on, people, sorry. For some reason, somebody closed, okay. Somebody closes my switcher. There we go. I don't know why I didn't close it, but I did not just happen to notice that my antivirus stuff kicked up and probably shut down the exterior thing because it's a network connection. So I want to thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Holy mackerel! This is a long video, 43 minutes. I'm sorry. So, as always, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and I'll see you next week with the windows, and then the week after will be the roof. The reason we're spacing it out is I'm waiting for something to come from Great Britain to do the roof with, and I know it's in Canada, and I have no idea where it is. The post office has not even sent me, usually they send me a text and an email to tell me that I got a package coming. And they sent me one notice for this thing, and then there hasn't been a thing said since, so I'm a little concerned. So anyway, I'll see you next week with a new video. Bye for now.